Hey everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the Stormvault terrain set for WarCry. Let's get started. Okay, so we're at the table with the Ravaged Lands Shattered Stormvault set. I've already taken the plastic off and everything and kind of removed. This is just the top because I'm having kind of a hard time when it comes to some of these larger terrain sets of being able to get the whole box in the frame. So we're just going to go straight into looking at the sprues, and we'll kind of go from there. Okay, so there's the sprues. Let's actually, you know what? Let's change it up just a little bit. Let's slide those up front, and we'll take a look at the instructions here. So this isn't going to be any as difficult as the starter terrain was to build. You know, you've got your, you're going to build your sarcophaguses with the griffins on there, which that all pretty much goes together. And then you've got your fire, your small little things, and then yeah, so this goes together pretty quick. I know there's been a lot of talk specifically about this one just because it seems like you're not getting a whole lot in the box compared to especially the starter or the mausoleum set, but that definitely shows up when it comes to the size of everything. So you got this flat platform. So this is the new, let's see, where's the other one? Oh, there's the cards. So you get two of these platforms. And that's another caveat that people have been thinking too, is like, hey, like this is really flat. Like how is that going to help with cover and blocking terrain? Once you get up here, it's just which honestly I think that's the whole point. To have like a little choke point right here, the ladder, and then you start over here and then you go at it. So there's the two biggest pieces, and then you got your sarcophagus sprue, which if I understand correctly, this is actually the only way to get this sprue right now without buying into the Age of Sigmar big set for this. So with these out, if you're looking for these, you might be able to find these on the secondary market now for people splitting up this set. Loud noises. Okay, so then you got another sprue here. So this is going to be to make your smaller platform. I really like how the words are engraved in there. I like that. That's pretty neat. Then you got your fire here, your braziers to put the fire in, which is pretty cool. And pillars, and then more pillars, and looks like, yeah, so then you got some torches to go on the wall, kind of give it that Egyptian feel. All right, and then tokens, which is cool. So if you're not into the Chaos warbands, when it comes to the Ravage land sets, so you need a Ravage land set, the battle plan cards, and the rule book, and you should be set to be able to play the game because you'll have everything you need to make your games based off of the set that you've got. And this plastic is giving me some trouble. Sorry about that. Anyway, get your tokens too. So these are the tokens that come in the starter. You have your wound tokens, your excuse me, these are treasure tokens, and then they flip over to be objectives. Then you have your weight tokens and your fully activated tokens. You have your initiative marker there. So you get quite a bit. You don't. Let's see. Do you have? Yeah, you have one of the 10s. So yeah, you get all the tokens you need there. And then the Ravaged Lands boards. I'm only gonna kind of fold this out a little bit, maybe. Nope. I guess I'm gonna have to fold it out quite a bit. Anyway, so we'll go that way. That route. We'll just fold it like that for now. So when you're looking at these boards, they are folded one more time than the ones in the starter set, just because of the way that the box is designed for it. But I really like the feel of this board with the chipped stone and the Sigmar hammers and your Sigmar symbols and stuff like that. And then you also have the shattered side as well. And from what I understand, you can combine this side they all fit together in a specific way to make a really big board. So if you want to do multiplayer games, you can go that route. So I definitely like the aesthetic of this board. I really do. So there's the board. Let's take a look at the cards. Is it easy open, or is it going to be one of those you think it's easy open, but it's not actually easy open? I think it's one of those. Yeah, I'll just grab the X-Acto knife. They make you think that you can get it open with this little. Please don't do what I just did. You always cut away from yourself. I wasn't thinking. All right. I'm just grabbing the match play for now. So yeah, so see the match play cards being symmetrical. You're just gonna have a real big, you know what, let's get a little closer, shall we? So here's a match play. Yeah. So depending on what your deployment range, what your deployments are, you could start up here, over here, and have to fight your way through the middle. So, it looks like it's using, yeah, so the sarcophagus is, yeah, so I mean, it is a little sparse when it comes to the comparativeness of the other two sets, but I think that's kind of what they're going for here, is just kind of getting everybody in the middle for a slugfest to give you, because like I know there's a couple of missions or scenarios where you'll have a objective like right here in the middle of the board. So with this there, it's going to be on the middle of the table, and you're going to have to fight over it, kind of like a King of the hill style game, which is pretty cool. Yeah, and you just everything being symmetrical and whatnot. So let's look at, and I know the Mausoleum set included some cards from the base set. So yep, there you go. This does that too. Oh, and these are match play cards. Check that out. Some of them are. I'll check those out real fast. So you can actually combine the starter set with this in match play, because that's what the symmetrical symbol down there in the corner. So, oh wow, that's fun. I really like that. That's cool too. So there's another. So now you have the verticality of the first set included in your match play games. But if you ever get the scenario where the objective is in the middle again, that's going to be fun because now you have options of being vertical, being able to use range units to kind of plink away a little better at that. That's pretty cool. Oh, I see. So this was using the board from the starter set. Now this is using the board from this Ravaged land set. Still pretty symmetrical. Oh, that's cool. I like that too because you have the bell tower right in the middle. That's neat. That's really cool. Okay. You can stare at those all day. And then you have ones that aren't match play that mix everything up too. Oh, check that out. Sorry. This one isn't match play, but that's fun. That'd be fun to play on. Having doing an attack or defend, so like your attacker's coming from this side, having to move into the other terrain for the defenders, that would be cool. I like that. Oh, here's another one. Like this would be your defenders and your attackers, you know, depending on your deployment zone, having to come from this area up. That's, yeah, okay. So it does seem a little limited in what you get for terrain, but I definitely enjoy the aspect that they're going. That card got eaten up. Anyway, I like the aspect that they're going when it comes to being able to combine these Ravaged land sets. Either playing a game with them just straight out of the box by themselves, but then being able to include them with the starter terrain is a really neat idea. Because if you ever get bored with just this one set, just, you know, grab a card to be able to use the starter set with, and then being able to mix all of that into like a tournament setting is going to be pretty cool too. So yeah, I think that is pretty much it. Box is empty. So if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. If you enjoyed what you saw and you haven't already, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell icon so you don't miss another video. And yeah, that will do it. So thanks for watching. Stay safe and have fun.